Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Yoshi Unleashed. It's me, Shawn, Yoshi Tatsu's favorite wrestling mark, and of course,
Yeah,
Yoshi Tatsu.
you know it.
My favorite son. How you doing?
Yeah, how are you? I'm good.
Uh, I don't know which one of us are more tired, you or me, but here we are.
Maybe we are. You look
Maybe
tired.
maybe me. I don't know.
No, maybe.
No, I've been dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, so yeah.
Uh,
Uh, I'm going to I'm going to
you
Southern
look so
China.
sleepy.
No, man, no, I'm okay. I'm going to Southern China on Friday
Okay.
to because I have to go to a factory, to deal with
Mm.
your action figure that's coming out in July. And
Yeah.
yeah, and also I have to see Junjie, the young boy that I have recently signed, who's also working part-time in Gleet as well. So, all kinds of stuff. So, just so happens that everything is happening this weekend. So, I just have to like do everything right now and just go over. But
Oh,
what about you? I saw you doing jujitsu now. What's going on with the jujitsu thing?
mm, just I like jujutsu.
Yeah,
I just
right.
started.
Yeah, right. The face is telling me something else.
Yeah, no,
See, I knew it. I knew it.
no, but okay. Yeah,
Fine.
couple
If if
later.
you if you want to tell us, then you'll tell us. I know. I know you. You're gonna be like that.
Yeah, yeah, couple months later, I will announce for
Oh,
everybody,
okay.
for the world.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah,
see, he's doing something, doing something. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
yeah.
All right. So, shall we cut to the chase this week? We got a few items we need to
Mm.
talk about, right?
Yeah,
So, a couple of interesting stuff. This one
mm.
is really interesting because Stardom president Taro
Yeah,
Okada, not Kazuchika
mm.
Okada, but Taro
Yeah,
Okada. There's so many
mm.
Okadas right now, having something to do with AEW.
Yeah,
Stardom president Okada, not
yeah,
Kazuchika Okada, met with Tony Khan.
mm.
Isn't that
Yeah,
kind of interesting that now
mm.
Rossi is out of Stardom, and then all of a sudden, because Rossi was really against working with AEW,
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden, Taro Okada is go, hey, you know what? Let's shake hands with, with the $1 billion boy.
yeah.
I
So
mean, yeah, go ahead.
everybody knows something happened in Stardom now, right? So yeah, should happen.
Have you heard
Mm.
anything about, because there's so many rumors going around as to
Yeah,
why Rossi left Stardom, and there
mm.
were talents in Stardom and or workers in Stardom that were really supporting Rossi, right?
Yeah. So it's everybody knows, right? But I don't think Rossi bring many talents from Stardom. I think not many wrestlers. I think
Okay.
that's
But
my opinion.
Julia was very, very vocal about, you know, siding with
Yeah.
Rossi, right?
Yeah.
The
So
rumor right now is that Julia will help Rossi to start the promotion for a few months and then sign with WWE.
yeah, I saw that rumor, but yeah, I think it's right. Just my opinion.
I think I think Julia it's probably one of the most beautiful
Mm.
Joshi wrestler that I've seen.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's like, wow, my God. But in a good way, not in a bad way. I'm saying that she's beautiful in a good way. But what do you think that now,
mm.
Stardom, it's like having this handshake with Tony Khan, Okada having this handshake with Tony Khan. And then
Mm.
New Japan,
Yeah,
that's also another company that's owned by the same parent company. Is
yeah,
working very closely with Tony Khan and AEW as well.
yeah, the,
Do you do
yeah,
you think there's something going on there?
yeah. Looks like something happened.
It
Yeah,
There was a rumor that Tony Khan at one point wanted to buy New Japan. That was
yeah.
the rumor.
Possible.
Do,
Yeah,
so
possible.
do you think Bushiroad is going to go, okay, I'm going to wash my hands clean with pro wrestling.
Mm.
Let this guy buy it. Just buy Stardom and New Japan. Do you think do you think Bushiroad has a good chance of doing that?
Yeah, I think so because Tony Khan is a billionaire, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so mm,
But
happens.
he's already owned AEW, Ring
Yeah,
of Honor, that Ring
yeah.
of Honor doesn't even have a TV show.
Mm,
And if they get New Japan and Stardom as well. And mind
yeah.
you, he's the only one booking it.
Mm,
How is
yeah.
he going
He,
to book like four promotions, man? Four promotions.
I don't know. He because he can do. But if he buy New Japan,
Uh-huh.
why he give Okada big contract, right?
Well, there was always this rumor, and we talked about this the last show. The rumor was that Tony Khan was funding New Japan in some form or fashion, or was saving New Japan from the hole because New Japan
Mm,
was losing money. And
mm,
and another rumor was that New Japan was trying to get out of some contracts.
maybe I don't know.
Oh,
But
you know something. Look at that
no,
face.
no, no,
You know
no, no,
something.
no, no, no. Yeah, but it's possibly. Yeah. No, no, no. I don't
I
know.
don't believe it.
I
I
don't
don't
know
believe
anything.
it. Look at that
No,
grin.
no. Yeah.
I mean, I know for one thing, one of the news report that came out was that Rossi was um against working with AEW because
Mm.
I think he felt that it would diminish or downgrade the talents going in.
So
So
if Adam go to AW,
like
you think so?
Stardom
Down.
wrestlers go to AEW.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Mm.
Your face is telling me you know something.
No, I don't know
Speaking
anything.
of AEW, let's move on then. Speaking of
Mm.
AEW, we
Mm.
have Mercedes Monet, formerly
Mm.
known as Sasha Banks. You've
Mm.
met her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In yeah, like I think she was on the end of FCW, I think.
She was. I know she was in NXT at one point, so your path probably crossed with her while you were working in NXT for a while.
Yeah, maybe. No, maybe she was on FCW Arena,
Hmm.
but maybe already FCW finished. Then after I started NXT, I think. But
Oh
she
yeah.
was on FCW Arena. Yeah.
You know she is Snoop Dogg's cousin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time when she was in Japan and Manny Samurai Dalso, right? You
Mm.
remember you remember you bumped into
Yeah,
Manny,
yeah, yeah.
and he was actually hanging with her as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I
I
didn't get
try,
to
I
see
tried.
I didn't get to see her. I didn't get to see her. I was hanging out with Manny for a little while, but yeah. But
Yeah, me too.
now that she's in AEW,
Mm.
she rubbed quite a few people the wrong way. Did you see the interview?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. She got
she
wait.
was she
If
so she
if
was talking about eventually she'll go back to WWE while
yeah,
signed with AEW. Like
if that was truth, that's crazy. It's wrong way.
I mean, how are you gonna say that and go, yeah, I'm signed with AEW, but eventually I'm gonna go back to WWE. Like, then what are you
Yeah,
doing AEW?
yeah. Just make
Well,
money.
duh. If the rumor is true that she's the highest paid women wrestler in the world right now,
Oh, really?
is what the rumor said. There was a rumor that she was getting paid so much, and then another rumor killer came out saying that it wasn't.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, she had her debut in Boston, her hometown,
Mm.
and obviously the crowd was hot. They sold, I believe, over 9,000 tickets.
Mm.
Yeah. So by AEW standard, that's pretty good
Mm.
because um most of the AEW's sold in terms of tickets, according to Ticketmaster, they were somewhere around just a bit over 3,000 to like 5,000 or something. So that was
Mm.
a big jump. But of course, she's the hometown girl.
Yeah.
So that would have brought quite a few people to come in.
Mm.
And honestly, what do you think of Mercedes Monet now being in AEW? Mind you, the rating
Mm.
did not show that she came in helped the ratings at all.
Mm.
In fact, the main event, from according to reports, um, overall, her segment was right in the beginning of the show, so it had about 1 million. But as the rating went on, it went down,
Mm.
and I think they were under the usual 800,000 viewers.
Mm.
With now Will Ospreay signed, Okada signed. Now we're really talking about Kazuchika Okada and Mercedes Monet signed.
Mm.
What does that say about the talent pool of AEW?
I don't know.
Because there are a
Who have
lot of people now.
yeah, so many wrestlers in AEW.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Yeah.
If you are, say for example, if you are part of AEW okay, and you're trying to find your position in AEW with 3 shows.
Yeah.
So 2 1-hour show and 1 2-hour show. That's 4 hours a week, right? And of course, you also have the Ring of Honor show that is not on national TV. Let's include that. So, say 5-hour show, right? With over 150 talents on the roster, do you feel it will be very difficult to get your, so to speak, get a spot on the show?
Yeah. If I don't have, no. If Tony Khan doesn't like me,
Mm-hmm.
difficult to get the position, good
Mm-hmm.
position. Yeah. All depends to Tony Khan, I think. Even if a good wrestler doesn't get chance to have a match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's very hard how to get my position. I saw Konosuke Takeshita
Mm-hmm.
in DDT show
Mm-hmm.
recently. Yeah. He's good wrestler.
Mm.
But yeah, still he doesn't get good position.
But he's liked
It's
by
hard.
Tony Khan. Tony Khan likes him.
Oh really? But still, yeah, he doesn't get a good position, I think. And yeah, he doesn't have many matches. It's very hard to get the position because there are so many talents. 100, 150, right?
More than that.
Yeah. How?
We need to literally go on the AEW website and
Yeah.
start counting heads,
Yeah.
because I think you're on the issue of Takashita, and what I what I think, or what I feel towards it, is that I think Tony Khan may have been sour on him already because he's now signed, Okada.
Mm.
So, you know, which one is a bigger name? Kazuchika Okada, or this boy that came from DDT that I think he's friends with, what, Kenny Omega?
Yeah.
So, as a booker, or, and let's be honest, I'm sure Tony Khan has been chasing after, has been dreaming about signing Okada for quite some time.
Mm.
And he finally does it, because we
Mm.
haven't seen him hugging Takeshita, but we have seen
Mm.
him hugging Okada.
Yeah.
So obviously there's more liking to Okada than Takeshita.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I think so too. Yeah.
But
It depends on bigger hug.
you saw
Yeah.
that picture, right? You saw the picture
Yeah.
of Okada being hugged by Tony Khan, in his face, like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. I know.
I mean, if say if Tony Khan suddenly go, okay, Yoshi Tatsu, we want to sign you.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you will want now, that knowing Tony Khan, when he signs a talent that he really wants, he will give the talent the whole world just to make that talent comfortable and sign, right?
Yeah.
So if Tony Khan say, okay, Yoshi, I want to sign you,
Yeah.
what will be your demands?
Uh,
I'm giving you all
okay.
kinds of technical questions today.
I want to stay Japan, then back and forth
With a
every
stop
week.
in LA, right? So you can stay home with the kids for a few days before heading back to Japan.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he will do it anyway. I mean, he did that for Will Ospreay, for Park and Okada,
Yeah.
and probably for Ibushi as well.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
man, that's it. That's like normal demands for Tony Khan. I was expecting for something outrageous.
What is Regis?
I don't know. I don't know. That's for you to think, man.
Yeah. Just to, I demand, I want to be on TV every week.
Yes, if that's gonna happen.
Yeah. So,
You know what? Maybe if he likes you for the first 3 months, you'll probably be on TV like every single week.
yeah.
And then suddenly, oh, this new guy I've signed. Yeah, let's put him on TV for 3 weeks, for a month, for a year or something, right? You know it's not gonna
Yeah.
happen, right? And you'll be like, okay, let's move Yoshi back. Let's move Yoshi. And then it's like, where's Yoshi? Collecting
Yeah.
money in Japan, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like a lot of talent is like sitting out collecting paychecks.
Mm.
Do you think it's a good thing for talents to,
Mm.
to just get paid and do nothing? Because, there are two mindsets to it, right?
Mm.
So, as a talent,
Mm.
do you think it's a good idea to just sit out and just collect paycheck for, I don't know, say a contract for 3 years? You showed up for the first 3 months and then, you hardly show up on TV, but you still collect paycheck for the next 3 months.
Yeah, just I want to have match on TV every week. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No correct paycheck.
Not
It's
collect the
okay to
paycheck
get,
and just work every single week.
yeah. It, I don't know which is happy. I don't know.
I don't know
Get
which one
money.
is happier. Yeah. Like some people, right? There are these two mindsets, and if you're a young talent, would you want to do that and just, take the money and do nothing? Or do you want to get more experience?
More experience. No money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Sure. Yeah.
Because like I've talked to some young talents before, and they were like, if I'm sitting out and not doing anything, I'm not going to learn.
Mm.
But for someone like Edge, for example, you know Edge pretty well since you worked with him for a while in WWE. Now Adam Copeland, no longer Edge. Sorry, WWE. But um, obviously he shows up pretty much every single week on TV. But
Mm.
it if he doesn't, it doesn't really
Mm.
affect him because he's already quote unquote made it.
Mm.
So, it doesn't matter. I mean, for someone like Big Show, hardly show up on TV anyway. He does
Mm.
commentary and stuff, but that's about it.
Mm.
But, for guys like that,
Mm.
and you can see it, like each and every one that they were being interviewed, like, oh, this is like the greatest place to work. But for young talent, is that really? the best way to go?
Yeah, I think young talent need experience,
Right.
no money.
Hmm.
So
Because you
yeah,
when you were young lion, you took the grind. You took the grind in New Japan, and then you went to WWE, FCW, you really grinded out before you showed up, on ECW.
yeah, I had the great experience. Many
Hmm.
good experience.
Yeah.
I have the experience in Japanese wrestlers.
Hmm.
So yeah, I was very happy.
Hmm.
So yeah, it doesn't matter uh, about money.
Hmm.
Yeah, the experience is more important than paycheck.
But at this stage of your career, right?
Mm,
Okay, at this stage of your career, if you're being offered money the way like AEW does, offer to talents, okay,
mm.
would you just take the money and just do that? Or would you want to say, if WWE say, hey, come back and work with us, you wrestle regularly, would you choose WWE or AEW?
I choose WWE. If
Still?
yeah, if which is many times on TV, it depends. If WWE okay, you use on TV every week,
Hmm.
but the contract is like this.
Mm-hmm.
The AEW okay, you you are
The
on
offers
TV.
this.
If you on TV like every month,
Mm-hmm.
once a month,
Mm-hmm.
but contract is like this,
Mm-hmm.
I will pick WWE. I want to be
Mm.
on TV
Okay.
every week, not every month.
All right.
Mm,
Because not not everyone is like that. and
mm,
and the way that you're thinking is very interesting, because a lot of the talents, when they are at a certain age, they will go, okay, you know what, I'll just take the money and just like whatever,
mm.
right? But in your case, you're not like that. You rather do that,
Yeah,
and actually wrestle more.
yeah. I want to wrestle. I want I want to showing up.
Hmm.
No paycheck. Yeah. Of course
You
I want to make it too, but more experience.
and you call me a mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, speaking of AEW, former AEW talent, now once
Okay.
again WWE
Yeah.
wrestler Shawn Spears
Yeah.
is, returned to WWE and went to NXT
Mm,
after leaving AEW.
mm,
So, I think we kind of touch on that a little bit. If the opportunity comes, okay, because like one of the reason why Shawn Spears decided to volunteered to work in
mm,
NXT is because so he get to spend more time with his family.
mm,
Now, if the opportunity comes for you to work in WWE again, okay,
mm.
or any promotions that you can stay in California for long term, okay, and would you rather stay to work in the US,
Mm.
okay, or would you rather be in Japan instead?
I want to wrestle in United States.
Hmm.
Yeah. But And but I want to stay Japan too, so
Mm,
I want to back and forth. The Okada and Ibushi and
mm-hmm,
Osprey's way is the
mm-hmm.
best way to me too.
Oh, see, that's when you're contradicting yourself. You want to be showing up on TV every single week,
Yeah.
which I'm sure if WWE offers it, that's what will happen. But then you got AEW, which gives that sort of deal, which WWE doesn't.
Mm.
Isn't that kind of, you know, is that kind
Yeah.
of contradicting yourself a little bit?
Mm. Yeah, it's a hard decision.
I, I
Yeah.
always I'm always curious about one thing. Why did you move back to Japan after you left WWE? I was always curious about that. And I never asked. So, for those that are watching, I have never asked.
Mm.
And this is the first time I've asked Yoshi this question.
Because I wanted IWGP.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Uh,
I want to. Yeah, I wanted to go back to New Japan. Then
mm,
I wanted IWGP. That's why.
ooh,
Then my neck was broken
mm-hmm,
by a as crash.
mm-hmm.
Then my life was crushed too. The spelling is different, but crush and crash.
Well, you know, now I feel bad asking this question. Um,
Yeah.
but you know, I I think that gave you a different, a different life. Not necessarily
Mm,
crushed, because here
mm,
you are. Okay,
mm,
you still doing okay for yourself.
mm,
But obviously, I think you and I in a way are very much of that old diehard New Japan.
mm,
So, obviously you always think about that IWGP title as being prestigious.
mm.
Even for me, I had the chance, I'm a collector, okay? So so you can call me a mark all you want. I am a collector. All right. Yeah. But between I had the opportunity to buy the IWGP um version 4 replica belt and the version 1 IWGP heavyweight title.
Mm.
Right away, same price. I went to buy the version 1 instead of the version 4. Like I was choosing
Yeah.
between one or two. I bought that one because to me, I was looking at it. Okay, Inoki held it.
Mm.
Hashimoto held it. Muda held
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Chono didn't hold that one. Chono held version 2, I think.
Mm.
I don't think he held that one. So, but the long list of guys that held that belt. Vader, like
Mm.
one of my favorite big men of all time, right? He held that belt. So,
Mm.
to me that's prestige.
Mm.
So I understand, from your perspective why you wanted to win that belt.
Mm.
Especially you came up from that old school New Japan system,
Yeah.
which I've heard from everybody, like a lot of people, like how they would train and stuff. Yours probably the worst,
Mm.
but but man, now talk about NXT.
Okay.
Okay, um, I don't know if there's something that you know about or not. But
Mm.
I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So Asuka from WWE is dealing with an injury right now. And the thing is, she is the tag team champion. She's a woman tag team champion with Kairi Sane,
Mm,
um, who's also formerly known as Karo Hojo in Stardom, right?
mm,
And um, with that, WWE is kind of protecting her.
mm,
So, you know, from your experience, okay, from knowing people, that for example, if you are going into WrestleMania having
mm,
an injury that will cause concern, okay,
mm.
for the high ups, um, how difficult will it be for talent back in your time in WWE in the same situation?
Uh, if my Ella
Mm-hmm.
once get injury,
Mm-hmm.
then out of the story,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. If top talent,
Mm-hmm.
the like middle,
Mm-hmm.
middle to top talent, easy to come back to the
Okay.
story on right. But like undercard guy,
Mm-hmm.
right bottom guy,
Mm-hmm.
if he get injury, when he get chance be on TV, then after get injury, then out, never go back to TV. It's not never, but it's
Mm-hmm.
very hard to get their position again.
But will probably placed a lot lower on the card, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
start again, start over.
Mm,
You know, it's
mm,
end of the line.
mm.
You know.
But then we have also seen, right? Wrestlers that were injured and came back that
Mm.
even when they were in a high position, for example, when they were champions, they
Okay.
probably weren't even touching the belt for an entire year,
Mm.
until back then, obviously Vince Man, uh,
Mm.
when he would, he probably won't even let the talent to do that until the talent is ready to go back and get the belt. So, given like 8 months to a year of like get back into ring shape.
Mm. Yeah,
Has that I don't quite remember, but has that happened to you like, when you were in WWE, like, you were injured and then you came back and, wasn't being put in a good position
I've I've never get injured.
in WWE,
Eight.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
right.
thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah, 7 years, zero. No,
You just got dumped down the card. That's what happened, right?
no injury.
Yeah,
Yeah, even I'm in FCW.
yeah.
No, zero
I,
injury.
I, I think the only injury that you really had was that one with AJ.
Mm.
That
Only
shows
one.
that shows how good your conditioning was. Like even now. I
Yeah,
mean, your conditioning is great.
yeah. It's a miracle.
Like how the hell do you do that?
I don't know. I'm lucky man,
You
lucky
need to
guy.
you need to show me your like, training regime and stuff like that. Like, I'm such a fat ass right now. I need to go back into training.
No, you are no for us. You are a
No,
good
I
guy.
I am a fat ass. I'm a fat ass and I'm a mark right now, I swear to God. Yeah, if I haven't been so busy, I probably would, But that's another story for another day. Well, there's
Mm,
there was a rumor because since we talk about Asuka, there was a rumor
mm.
going around several years ago. It hasn't been really talked about, but since we talk about Asuka, we might just well bring it up that, you know, I think it was I think it just started randomly on the internet at one point
Okay.
that he said were you were hitting up on Asuka at the time, Kana, when she was in Japan.
Mm.
And I can't find the article now, but it went so far to a point saying that you were a creep, you were following her, and stuff like that.
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
But
that
even
that was that was the rumor. That's why I wanted to bring it up because like I'm like the Yoshi I know is not that type of guy.
even if I okay, I swear I've actually I've never seen her.
You never met her in your life.
Yeah, I've never met her.
See, some people would have thought, oh, since you were Japanese and she's Japanese and all in the wrestling scene, we know
Yeah,
we know each other. But you've never met her before.
yeah, never
Holy shit.
in Japan in the United States. I've never. Who said that?
It was
She said
someone
that.
on the I remember I think it popped up on Reddit at one point, and then it was on some dirt sheets.
Yeah,
I think eventually Asuka denied it, but I don't quite remember the details, but
yeah,
it was
oh,
it was
oh,
the
yeah,
okay, the rumor was this, okay? The rumor was that you met Asuka at the time
yeah.
Kana at a party and you started to talk to her, chatting up to her, and even went so crazy to a point where you were following her that she was
Oh
telling her close friend that you were a creep.
no, I I've never met her, and of course, you said she denied the rumor, right?
I think she denied it, yeah.
Yeah, of course, I've never met her, and yeah, that's crazy.
And you're
Okay,
married too, man. I mean, like, come on. Like even even when you first joined FCW, you were already married with a kid. Like
yeah,
what? Like that that
I
that's where I was like, what the hell? Like, it doesn't sound right.
okay, I don't do that thing. You know me, right?
Of course, you
Yeah,
okay,
I,
okay, for the audience that don't know, Yoshi is a kind of guy. Okay, this is
yeah,
this is what happened. There was one time that Yoshi was so tired that I
yeah,
had to call him up to do recording.
yeah,
And he had the TV on.
yeah,
And I thought there was a girl. So I was like, "Do you have a girl with you?" And the first thing, the reaction that he had
yeah.
was, "No, no." That reaction tells me he is if I have seen I have seen okay, I know it comes out bad, but I've seen wrestlers with other women.
Mm.
Yoshi is not that type of guy.
Yeah, I'm not.
I will go out in public. I will back this
Yeah,
with my life, and I can say Yoshi's not the type of guy.
yeah, I'm not that kind of guy. You know it.
You're just a goof.
Oh,
You're just a
oh,
goof.
I remember when when no, right after I debuted in
Yeah,
ECW, but
yeah,
WWE,
yeah,
Tyson Kidd told me
yeah.
Yeah, he saw the article,
Hmm.
like rumor article.
Hmm.
Then you know, Gran Hamada's daughter.
Yeah,
I think she's no more a wrestler. I think
I think
she.
I think she still wrestles in Mexico.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
When?
yeah, because
Right?
Mexico don't care about that kind of stuff. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
She is, she was arrested for drug possession when she was in Japan, I think.
yeah. So right after debut
Yeah,
of WWE,
yeah.
Tyson Kidd told me, "Hey, I saw Yoshi's article,
Hmm.
rumor article, about Gran Hamada's daughter.
Yeah,
I think when I debuted WWE, she
yeah,
was on TNA, I think,
yeah. She was on TNA. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Then and I, I don't know. Please check the rumor article.
I'm
That
checking it right now. I'm checking it right
yeah,
now.
something. Then it's a similar story.
Yeah.
I think I say something
Oh, yeah. There's this one. Hamada
right
Yoshi is a perv, and it's debunked, and it's been shown that's not true. Yeah. Uh.
because it's a similar thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. It came out. It came out from some kind of newsletter called the Wrestling Globe,
yes,
and I'll read you the article. Okay. TNA knockout Hamada buried
mm,
Yamamoto, WWE's Yoshi Tatsu,
yeah,
in recent
yeah,
interview with the Tokyo Sun newspaper in Japan.
yeah,
When asked about whether she ever wanted to go to WWE, she said, I can't work for WWE. I wouldn't normally object to it, but as long
yeah.
as Naofumi is there, I can't. We met up a few times in Japan and it was terrible. The man is a sleaze and is constantly trying to get a feel of any woman he comes across. That's
What?
you. Yeah. When I was eating lunch one time, he sat on my lap and started running his fingers through my hair. When I told him to get off, he did.
Like this?
Keep going, there's more. But he
Like this?
only sat next to me and started doing it again. He asked me for my number, but I wouldn't give it to him and walked away. He followed me and kept asking for it and even stood in front of the garbage can where I was throw where I was to throw out my lunch. He literally grabbed my lunch from my hands and threw it out. I walked away, but he followed me again and kept tapping me on my shoulder. I wanted to hit him, but I'm not the physical type, so I just kept on telling him off. He rubbed my hair again before walking away. On his way out, he blew me a kiss. Come on. I saw him a few more times after that, and the same thing would happen. I can't be around that man, and I hope those women in WWE stay as far away from him as possible. He's trouble.
Oh my, that's horrible.
I mean,
Okay,
come on. I mean, come on. Really?
okay. Tyson Kidd asked me
Yeah,
right after debut of WWE,
yeah,
okay, Yoshi, I saw that article, rumor article. Is
yeah.
that true? He asked me, okay, hey TJ, I've never met her.
You never met Hamada either?
Yeah, I,
Holy shit.
Asuka neither. I've never,
That's
never
where
met,
that's where I'm like, what the hell?
I've
Like
never
like
met them.
I mean
Never,
I
ever.
mean we have okay, we have gone out so many times for lunch and dinner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would be, and I don't mind saying that, okay? I was walking with you around the dome and I saw this hot girl. I
Mm.
went to look. You were asking me what you doing. I said, there's a hot girl. You go, oh, if you are such a creep, you will be watching with me. Okay. Now I sound like
I,
creep shit. Now,
okay.
now I'm
Okay. I didn't, right?
no, you didn't. And I was like,
Yeah.
I wasn't even like, now I'm putting myself in the spot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I had a look and like, ooh, she was pretty nice, so I gave her a look. And but still, didn't do anything, go chat up with her or whatever. And I'm a married guy too, but beautiful things, I do look, just like I look at an action figure, right? You know.
Yeah.
So so not anything like that, but man, like these I just I mean I mean, I'm saying this because, you know, there will be more people believing me being that such a creep, even though you and I both know I'm not that type of guy,
Yeah.
than you are such a stand-up guy that you don't even do that kind of stuff. I mean, come on. You know, like I've seen you around women and like if you were really that creepy, like I would have told you to go back the fuck off, man. I would have told you
Yeah.
this because you know how blunt I can be. But eh, for anyone who's still believing, any of these kind of stories about Yoshi, please, he's not that kind of
It,
guy.
it's okay. I don't care.
I know you don't care, but still,
Yeah.
it kind of annoys me too because you're not that type of guy, and it has to be addressed.
So she denied, right? Asuka denied, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's the
whatever it is, man, it's just like these kind of stuff. It's silly, just straight up
yeah.
silly.
That's the answer.
Yeah,
I've never met her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So
you
yeah.
expect you expect Yoshi to do that kind. If you ever expect Yoshi to do that kind of stuff, it's stupid because you know if there was some other wrestlers, maybe, and I'm not going to name names, okay? You probably know more wrestlers to do that than I do. All right.
Oh,
But as far as I know, Yoshi's not that type of guy. I can look dead in the camera and tell you guys this right now. No, it's not.
okay. Thank you.
All right, you were talking about ECW, right? So this week's
Yeah.
fantasy ECW, who do you have? Who are you going to bring back to your fantasy ECW?
Okay. I already talked about
You talked about
Goldust
Goldust. You talk about Tommy Dreamer.
and the Christian, right?
You talked about Christian as well, yeah.
Mm. Uh, I don't know. It's hard.
It doesn't necessarily have to be, someone that worked in ECW. It can be anybody.
Anybody?
It can be
Ah,
anybody that, in your opinion, that feels that you want to include into that ECW of yours.
Ezekiel Jackson. Do you know
You you
what
you,
he's
you know
doing?
you know what? That came into mind somehow. I don't even know why. Before you said it, like seriously, it just popped up in my mind.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about Ezekiel Jackson because I heard stories about him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know, he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, he's always like he talks about joking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he always like, how should I say, talk shit about me in front of me, you know?
Yeah.
That means not talk
Not
shit.
not in a bad way, but it's just to mess with you.
Yeah. Hey Yoshi,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. But it's I know he's joking, but
Yeah.
already yeah, like that. Yeah. But
Uh,
it's okay. It's it's joking. I
mm,
know. That's why
mm.
I've never get angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay,
I
one time.
heard he was a very good student when he was training. I heard it from Mike Bucci, Simon Dean,
Mm,
and Nova, and when he said when they were doing a training about they had to write about the history of wrestling, and I don't know if you had to do that, but when Mike said when he had the students to write about the history of wrestling from the beginning, in the UK and all that kind of stuff. The only one that had full marks out of everybody was Ezekiel Jackson.
or
Yeah. Like he learned about the history of wrestling.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so you mean he's the author, right?
No, he's not an author, but okay. Mike Bucci, you oh, were you there? No, I think by the time he was gone. Mike Bucci, former Simon Dean. Okay. He was in ECW as Nova.
Okay.
And when he was having the students, having the wrestlers, I think in Ohio Valley Wrestling at the time,
Mm,
to do assignments
mm,
to write about wrestling history. So,
mm,
they understood, the tradition.
mm,
And Ezekiel Jackson was the only one that got full points.
mm.
Like he wrote every little bit in detail or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Mm.
I wonder if you can do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could do that. Have you write about the history of Japanese wrestling without even going online
Yeah.
from Ricky Dozan or before Ricky Dozan, what happened, all the way to now.
Uh in English, right? Nobody nobody wrote about Japanese wrestling history in English, right?
There are a couple of YouTube channels that focus on Japanese wrestling, and there were quite a bit of history on that as well.
But it's not Japanese, right?
No, it's in
Foreigner,
English. It's in English. Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
So if I do, I'm the first Japanese wrestler, right?
You did. Oh, here we go again. Don't you want to be the first? Okay.
Yeah. I like
So
first guy.
you want to write a book about Japanese wrestling, about history of Japanese wrestling in English.
I'm a first guy, right? I'm
You want me
okay.
to find you a co-author
Mm.
because I was actually talking to someone about working something with you. Let it let it be out. I was talking to someone
Okay.
who is into Japanese wrestling, that
Yeah.
may want to do a book with you.
Mm. Okay, let's make Japanese wrestling history book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll be helping the project then. I'll go do something about it.
Yeah.
But
Let's
then
do it.
there are so many stuff that knowing you won't be writing about.
Okay, I'm an author. You are ghostwriter.
I'm not gonna write that. Are you crazy? Do you know how much I have to write? I will do all the stuff that like running around and stuff for you. But man, I'm not gonna write anything. I'll find you an author to do it.
I pretend author. You are ghostwriter.
Pretend writer. I'm not gonna be writing it, man. It's Do you know how thick of that book is gonna be?
Yeah.
It's gonna be insane. I'll talk to someone about writing it with you. It's gonna be an interesting read.
Okay. Yeah.
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 It's gonna
Please
be.
find the. Yeah. Please find the guy.
And before that, can you find your ring gear first? I mean, it's like what? I've been talking to you about it since what? Last year?
Yeah.
Where the hell is it?
It's okay.
We are in late March right now.
Okay. Well, I have time. I'm.
When you that's never.
But I didn't throw away. That means still I have. No.
You sure it's in Japan or is it in the US?
I think in Japan.
You think?
Mm.
You need to call up your wife and find out and see if it's in the US. And she didn't throw away.
Okay. No, no, she never do that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
At least I know it's in the possession of Yoshi. But
Yeah.
will we find it? I don't know. Maybe by the time that I'm 600 years old and buried in the grave or something, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see.
Mm.
That's all for us today. Yoshi, take us home.
Okay. Don't believe rumor.